coming up in this read. But there is a relationship here in your life, Pisces, that is absolutely getting back on track. And in fact, it's showing me that it's going to be better than ever. Pisces, we're doing your general read for July 2023. Everything that you need to know you can find in my description box and in my pinned comment below. And please do keep in mind the roles absolutely can be reversed, especially if you're cross-watching. If a part of the message doesn't resonate for you, then you just leave it for someone else. Okay, so Pisces, you've got the card of surrender. I can release my need to control. Now, this could be someone trying to control you, or you trying to control someone or a situation. Take it as it resonates, okay? There is no judgment here, not from me on this channel. So I just say someone and you can fill out the blanks, okay? Something is needing to be released. Someone is needing to surrender. So again, we're not always going to be able to control every single potential outcome, okay? It's just not possible. Sometimes other people have got their own mind and their own ideas. Other times you'll find that the universe has got its own plans. Not everything is going to go according to plan. Now, on your pre-shuffle, Pisces, I was getting this strong impression that some Pisces collective, not all, but some, are particularly dissatisfied with the way that their career specifically is going. Okay, so it's almost like you had an image in your mind's eye about what your career was going to look like and how that was all going to play out, but then the reality of it was really quite different. Okay, right, so you've got the card of lipstick. Your image is changing for the better. Self-confidence, attractiveness, sexy, good news about love and commitments. Beautiful. So just to take a step backwards to that whole career thing, there is no easy answer for that one, okay? That's going to be for you to really analyze why you're feeling dissatisfied with that. Like the honest truth as to why you feel dishonest. Could well be, yeah, Pisces. Maybe someone was deceptive to you. Maybe someone tried to sell you a dream. Maybe someone tried to big up what something was going to look like. You know, we've all been there when we've gone for like job interviews, and they've promised you this, that, and the next pertaining to that particular job. You spend a few months of that job, and you find out that actually you were lied to about a few things about that job, and that quite honestly it's nowhere near what they made out that it was going to be like. That could well be the reasons behind some of you feeling that dissatisfaction with your career. Others of you who are like more self-employed, it could be this lack of creative control. You know, you started doing something, building up your business, and all of a sudden you discovered that actually your clients are wanting something completely different than what you wanted to sell them. Does that make sense? So it's like your creative control was sacrificed in order to make a living. Right, so to jump forward again to this one, your image is changing. Now, you could be feeling this urge for a makeover, you know, something to make you feel a lot more confident within your own skin. Is absolutely fantastic. Some of you have already had this glow up. Now, again, it's not to put too much focus on the way that someone looks. Again, we don't do that here because we're not shallow as fuck, right? But listen, again, no judgment. If that's what makes you feel happy and confident, fucking go for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you do what it is that makes you feel happy, confident, and fulfilled. And it's no one else's place, Pisces, to tell you what you can and can't do. Okay, it really is that simple. You're coming across as being really, really attractive. And again, not to be shallow, it's not just about your physical looks, although some of you are absolutely beautiful, both externally and internally. But this is a thing, Pisces. A lot of you don't even realize that. A lot of you don't even realize that you are incredibly beautiful, or that you are incredibly handsome. You know, you just, it's like you don't see it. So you're being humble, but make sure that you don't undersell yourself by the same token. Do you know what I mean? Someone is incredibly attracted to you, and I do feel borderline obsessed as well. So hopefully we're going to get more details on that as we start pulling your cards. I'm hoping that some of you are not dealing with a stalker, which we have seen come out in one of your reads before, and that was, quite frankly, fucking terrifying. But there we go. Yes, some of you still are dealing with that creepy stalker situation. It does seem to be fizzling out now, though. Okay, that particular person, I feel intuitively, is slowly but surely starting to get the message. Okay, you're out of their league. It's not you being arrogant, not by a long shot. You're quite simply out of their league because they were creepy as fuck. Let's be real, okay? You don't play that way, Pisces. That's not you. And then you've got a message about commitments. So something is needing to be released and surrendered so that you can welcome in this new energy. I do apologise for the influx of traffic noise outside the window. As you'll know, we are in the middle of a UK summer, and our summers are, quite frankly, awful because of the type of air that we get. So I've had to leave all the windows of the house open. And of course, the byproduct of that being an increase in outside noise coming into the reads. Okay, so yeah, I do apologize for that, but we just have to work through it. Okay, right. What is the situation for Pisces? What are the obstacles? And what is the outcome or guidance, please? Can you tell us about the situation first for Pisces? Thank you. That one is, I do believe, in reverse. I'll just pull another one. There we go. Okay, Page of Coins, right. So, Ace of Cups in reverse for the Page of Coins as the situation. So, the situation as it stands, Pisces, yeah. Either you or someone else that you're dealing with, again, take it as it resonates. There is someone falling out of love here. Now, it could well be falling out of love with a person. Perhaps you've seen someone's true colours and you've realised, oh, shit, no, that's really not for me at all, which is fine. I'm feeling for the majority of you, though, that this is more to do with the Page of Coins, which is a student. So that is either you've fallen out of love with a career or a very specific path that you were following for a long while. You've fallen out of love with it. Again, it's that feeling of dissatisfaction. It's that feeling of, when I started doing this thing, I fucking loved it. It was amazing. I put everything that I had into it. Some of you put your heart and your soul into it. Blood, sweat, tears, the lot. And again, it just wasn't growing from this page energy. Do you know what I mean? It still felt like small beans to you. And there's this strong message of non-progression, you know. But here's the thing, Pisces, again, with it being Page of Coins energy, you actually learn a lot about yourself throughout this process. Okay, so it's like, well, what are you going to do with this now? How are you going to take that and carry it forward now? We'll find out. I'm hoping that Spirit's going to give us more information as we pull more cards, but the main theme here, Pisces, is that Ace of Cups in reverse. Fallen out of love with something, and for me that's as clear as it gets. Okay, What is the obstacle here, please, for Pisces? The obstacle is Ace of Wands. Writer's block. Okay. Your Ace of Wands in its positive light is all about creativity, taking that initiative, feeling that drive, feeling that passion, feeling adventurous, ready to expand, feeling like you really need to push yourself to the next level. Okay. When it comes out in the obstacle position, that's writer's block. It's someone who feels stuck. They feel like there's far, far, far too many restrictions that have been put on them. And again, it's that creative flow. Ace of Wands is incredibly creative, like so creative. It's the spark that starts the fire. Do you know what I mean? And every fire does begin with a spark. So you've got the spark as an obstacle. That is someone who is feeling exhausted, to be honest. Completely exhausted. Maybe even a little bit distraught. Tell us more about the obstacle energy for Pisces, please. So feeling frustrated because of that severe lack of creative control or creative inspiration. This could also just be like a temporary writer's block as well. Now you've got Faith, which is the Hierophant, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Coins. Really spooky because I shuffled through these decks after I did Aquarius's read, and they had exactly that. Almost in that combination as well. I think if I remember correctly, they had the Page of Swords here, and then they had the Hierophant and the Five of Coins here. But it's almost like exactly what came out in Aquarius's read. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you could have strong Aquarian placements in your own chart. Okay. But again, as an obstacle, that's like you're needing to do something that is really quite unconventional here. But there is also this fear of you failing with that Five of Coins. That's an obstacle. It could be for some of you that perhaps finances is proven to be a bit of an obstacle. So Spirit is asking for you to do some more research with this Page of Swords, okay, and really analyze what it is that you're committing yourself to as well, because something that you've committed to do or committed yourself to do actually isn't in your highest good. It's not in your best interest. So throughout the month of July, you're being told, okay, Pisces, you have to be more flexible, you have to be more adaptable, and you have to be more prepared to do something that you don't usually do. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So at the moment, your obstacle is, I'm feeling a little bit of maybe guilt that's going on here for you. Some of you are feeling guilty about pursuing what it is that you're wanting to pursue. Feeling that perhaps that's the selfish path. Okay. Guidance or the outcome. Five of Cups. Okay. So your Five of Cups is a loss of a friendship, a loss of a relationship. It's someone feeling regretful. So Spirit's saying, Pisces, if you don't take this risk on yourself, you're going to feel regretful. This deck has just become really, really difficult to handle as well. So that tells me quite a lot about this energy, Pisces. And that needs to be more flexible. Clarify the guidance or the potential outcome for Pisces, please. Thank you. The Chariot, there we go. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with or have in your own chart Cancerian placements, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, more Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Virgo. There's a message here about patience, okay, and not acting on something too soon. So it's almost like Spirit saying, wait until you feel that surge of inspiration with the Chariot. If you're to take action now through your own frustrations, the chances are quite high that you'd stumble and fall. So be patient and wait for a better opportunity. Wait until you're feeling more hopeful about the situation, okay? Chariot is willpower. It's also a card of victory. It's forward motion, forward momentum. It's pushing yourself to the next level. It's that sudden surge of energy, okay? Through your sheer willpower and devotion towards what it is you're wanting to achieve, that is how you're going to succeed, right? You got the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's an interesting one. Seven of Swords. It's a card of deceitfulness, lies, sneakiness, theft. It's Aquarius energy. In the context of your particular read for your energy though, Pisces, this is telling me that, yeah, two things. Absolutely, yes. Someone has missold you something. They missold you a dream or an idea. Made out like that job was going to be better than what it actually was. You're seeing that line now for what it was. Okay, whatever the context of that was. But also this is about you potentially not giving yourself the best chance possible. Okay. What's under there? The High Priestess. Yeah. Some of you went against your own intuition with something here, and it backfired. So in future, White Owl, spiritual messages, higher knowledge, in future, you're not going to go against your own best interest. You're not going to go against your own intuition ever again. It's like, no, I've learned that lesson. That's not something that I'm going to repeat anytime soon. Next time I am going to pay attention. I'm feeling that some of yous are going to be taking back something that always belonged to you in the first place. Now, I don't know exactly what that's about. Okay, that could literally be anything for any number of yous, because this is a general read. Someone took something from you, or you felt that someone took something from you, and now you're reclaiming it. Temperance, Two of Cups, the Chariot, the Fool, the Ace of Cups in the upright position, the Ace of Swords and the Page of Coins. This is a bonus message here for some of you, not for all of you. If this is about a relationship that you have with another individual, it's indicating to me that that relationship, whether it be romantic or otherwise, remember we've got lots of different relationships with lots of different people, it's not always romantic, but there is a relationship here in your life, Pisces, that is absolutely getting back on track. And in fact, it's showing me that it's going to be better than ever. You got two aces here back to back. Two aces are incredibly lucky. Okay. They are telling me that for some of you, there's a new beginning in love. And for others of you, this is more to do with a new beginning. It's something, someone's a writer. If you're a writer, then you're going to be signed up for something here. That's interesting. Taking that risk, putting something out there, getting published. And again, with that Fool energy, taking that risk. So your Fool is actually right next to the Chariot. So you see how the timing of that was spot on. because Spirit was over here saying, look, Pisces, wait a hot minute. Now isn't the right time. If you just hold your horses for a little bit longer, wait until you feel that you're in a better position to take action, then you take your action. Takes you straight towards an Ace of Cups that is actually in the upright position as opposed to being in the reverse position, which is interesting. And then you got the Page of Coins again, of course. Page of Coins was there. Something's need to be, it's like something needs to be balanced out. Someone needs to approach a connection with a more balanced mindset. You've got truth, clarity, and a breakthrough here also. There could be a breakthrough that pertains to someone's education, or a breakthrough where someone is maybe perhaps trying to get pregnant, something like that. Interesting. But there's definitely a message about the timing of something. It's like the timing is paramount. Timing is everything. Okay, situation. King of Wands and the Hermit. Yeah, again, King of Wands, that's literally the go-getter in tarot. Okay, it's someone who is feeling inspired, that they do feel like they can achieve anything. Okay, if you ever need anything, the King of Wands is your person. Okay, I feel that's your energy there, Pisces. Now again, don't focus on gender, right? Literally, it's just the polarization of the feminine or the masculine principle, right? You can still identify as a feminine and take on this King of Wands energy. Not a problem, right? As I say, it's just someone who is very, very forthright. It's someone who knows exactly what it is that they want and they go for it, which is a stark contrast to the energy that we've already seen here, where someone was feeling a bit, you know, stuck, like they've got some kind of writer's block on the go, and then all of a sudden you're getting that surge of energy, that surge of inspiration, and then it's like, right, that's it now, I'm going to go for it. You're able to see the bigger picture here, Pisces, because you have done that deep introspection and that deep soul searching. So you're able, or you will be able, to overcome these challenges that we saw here, okay? Because you've held your vision, right? You've remained strong and optimistic. Now, this is someone who is incredibly confident and very inspirational, okay? Feeling more influenced by fire, your creative ideas, right? Not letting the little details bog you down, you know, just really confident and unafraid, okay? Right, so to clarify the obstacles is a 9 of Wands and an 8 of Coins. Again, there could be someone's day job here that is taking priority over everything else, because it's right next to the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is someone who is keeping their guard up, right? They're not letting anyone close to them. Like, if that came out in a different context, it would be saying, look, Pisces, you need to watch your back, you need to put someone on block, get ready to stand your ground. Do you know what I mean? You need to keep your boundaries and remain persistent, right? So with this being not just as a combination but also as an obstacle, it's saying that some of yous are about ready to throw in the towel with something that you do genuinely feel passionate about, but feeling like you're not good enough at the thing that you feel passionate about, so just sort of ready to jack it all in. Do you know what I mean? It's got that energy to it, and Spirit's saying, no, you need to be persistent. You need to keep going. This one's also about mastery and skill development, maintaining very high standards as well, paying attention to all of the small details. I'm going to have to clarify this one, Pisces. It's just a really strange message to get as an obstacle. Maybe somebody should look at a new kind of job or a new kind of career, but feeling afraid to take that risk. And clarify the Nine of Wands with the Eight of Coins as an obstacle for Pisces, please. Why the Two of Swords? Someone's not yet made a decision, Pisces. With the Two of Swords. It's a crossroads, it's an impasse. It's someone who needs to make up their mind, but they haven't done it yet. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Again, that's twice now you've had the Nine of Wands that's come out. So it's showing me that somebody would rather hold on to a job or a career that is a sure thing, even though it's not providing them with any kind of satisfaction at all. But they're holding on to it because that's what provides them, obviously, with financial security and stability. Even though it's not enough, it's still better than nothing. That's why we see you pushing back against pursuing a new job or a new career. Because it feels like it's potentially too much of a risk. Okay. Makes perfect sense. Clarify the guidance or the outcome, please, for Pisces. Well, clear messages for Pisces. Yeah, again, I'm definitely feeling that pushback. Definitely. Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords. It's under there, the Fool. Yeah. It's taking that leap of faith. Starting that brand new beginning. It's taking that calculated risk. And actually, Pisces, Spirit's saying with this particular combination, look, you will come out on top. Five of Swords. That's overcoming your troubles, overcoming your adversaries, overcoming the competition, if you are currently competing with other people. Maybe your ideal job or career, maybe there is a lot of competition. Maybe it's a saturated market that you're trying to break through into. Could be something like that. It's showing that you're going to stand out from the crowd here, because it actually is something that you genuinely do care about with that Queen of Cups energy. It's under that Seven of Swords. There's the shadow side, that's the Devil, and the Ten of Cups. It's complicated. It is really, really complicated. I will say, Pisces, with this particular combination, definitely do take the steps to protect yourself. Can you see that pentagram there? Symbol of protection. You do need to take steps to protect yourself. Make sure that you're not lying to yourself. Make sure that you're not playing into anything negative, and specifically negative thoughts, with that being Swords energy. See, that's twice now we have revealed the Seven of Swords. And both times they were hidden underneath something else, which tells me loud and clear, Pisces, that, yeah, listen, if anything sounds or looks too good to be true, then you can bet your ass that it's too good to be true. That there is this strong impression of some kind of scam type energy around you. So just be mindful of that, okay? there is the energy of a scammer around you, definitely. Definitely. Presenting something to you as it being one way, and then the reality of it being much, much different. Four of Cups at the bottom of that deck, yeah. Bored, discontent, refusal and rejection. It's the Spirit saying, right, anything that feels off, Pisces, if it feels off, it feels off for a reason. You need to listen to that and you need to trust that. And reject it if it feels off. Anything makes you feel icky in any which way at all, reject it flat out, okay? And this is the funny thing about intuition, especially with you being Pisces as well. It's like you will just know that something's not right, but you might not necessarily have the details as to why you know that or why you feel that. But that's why we keep saying, look, you have to trust that even if you don't have the details, which you're not always going to get, you have to trust that something's off in the first place, yeah? That's what Spirit's saying here. It's almost as if somebody is deliberately trying to get you to give up on your dreams, your creative aspirations, and they're showing you another plate, and they're like, Pisces, you could have all of this on this plate if only you give up this over here. And you're like, oh wow, yeah, that looks amazing, that looks brilliant. But then deep down there's this niggling feeling of doesn't quite sit right. That's what this energy feels a lot like to me. So you would be far better off pursuing your own thing over and above any bullshit offer that someone else is giving to you, because that's exactly what it is. It's a bullshit offer. Interesting. I have a healing message for Pisces, please. Healing message. Whoa. Okay, so we're going to take the moon, because that's the one that actually flipped. The force of that made these ones come out, so we will take a look. You've got rain, plants, magic and atoms. Okay, so building, alchemy, growth. I have no idea what that word is. Fecundity, which is the ability to produce many, many new ideas with plants, magic and atoms. So yeah, the building blocks for your future, basically. That's the additional messages that came out here. The building blocks for your future. My other camera went a little bit crazy then. It wasn't working. I was pushing the pedal and the camera wasn't switching. But yeah, your building blocks for the future. Your ability to create many, many new ideas. But at the moment you might not fully believe that because of that temporary writer's block that we've seen. I mean, you've got how your seeds are growing into these beautiful metaphorical plants that you can harvest later on. And again, remember that the last plant of a seed to grow is the fruit. Okay? You're creating magic. Creating magic. And then your healing message is darkness, the moon. That's the energy that you're currently in at this point in time. It's number 7. Now your 7s are all about take that temporary withdrawal so that you can assess the situation from a distance, and then you can revisit it. Okay, so it's contemplation, withdrawal, finding your confidence. It's all about reflection and assessment, right? It says there are cycles to everything. and a season for everything. Do not push yourself when the tides are against you. Do not be afraid of the darkness, as the darkness is as necessary as the light. Rest and repair. The divine feminine in all her forms is rising. The time for introversion, stability, and planning is here. Okay, so go within so that you can make that plan, your plan of action. Feels very intense, Pisces, I will say that, really intense. Okay. You've got the world is full of shit, horrible shit, therefore you should not participate or drown in that shit. So transcend from it by making your own shit meaningful and purposeful. Yeah, it's time for you to stop working for other people. It's time for you to stop making other people rich and start working for yourself on what it is you genuinely are wanting to work on. It's time for you to cater to a different type of client for those of you who are already self-employed. What else for Pisces, please? Fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elementals to achieve your goals. So that's like bringing more plants into your living space. You've got the triple spiral. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons and healing. True healing of the mind, body and soul. I love it. So yeah, that is what I have for you, Pisces. It's up to you what you do with this read. Please remember that tarot is not in charge. It is not a crutch. It is not a scapegoat. It's a guide. And you're the one that's in charge of your destiny for the most part. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.